Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to my early Android review for Titan Quest Legendary Edition. So I have played a few hours into it and so far I'm quite happy with the results. So this is a full-fledged game and this is $20 and 1300 rupees in India. Now that is quite a lot for a game on mobile, but this is a vast ARPG. So you have the base game Titan Quest, then you have Immortal Throne expansion, followed by the Ragnarok expansion and the Atlantis expansion, all of it included in this. So you're looking at easy 100, 150, 200 hours of gameplay here. So yeah, and that's also the reason why I'm making this early review, because if I waited to finish the whole game, then this review would come out in 23 or something. But anyway, the game is exactly the same as the PC version, full there. It's a 1980 by 1920 by 1080p resolution. Now, one of the things that I've seen with games that were initially on PC and then ported on mobile is that the screen tends to be very tiny on the phone, so it looks very small. But you have the option to zoom in and zoom out, so that helps greatly. They have made the navigation quite straightforward. You have the sort of D-pad on the left to move around, and you have the action menu on the bottom right of your screen. So in the middle, there is the action button. For example, whatever weapon you are holding, you just have to tap and hold the button. You don't have to constantly tap it, and your player will attack the enemies. That makes life a lot easier. Then you also have your abilities around the side. As you can see, I've only opened one at the moment. One other really good thing is on the left middle of the screen, sorry, at the end of the screen on the left hand side, you'll see there's a button which with a sword symbol there. Basically what it does is it hides the names of all the items that are dropped when you're fighting. So during busy sections, when let's say there are a lot of enemies and they're dropping weapons and armor and potions and stuff, you can hide that, so you can just fight, and then when you want to pick something, you open that again and you can see whatever you want and you can pick the items. That was a very useful feature. You also have on the right side of the screen the health potion and the energy potion that you can just press a button and it shows you how many you have. On the top right, you have the map which you can click and open up the whole thing. Your player health thing is on the top left, and if you click on your player icon, it shows you the inventory and you can change the items and equip better items and things like that. So that is really good. I liked that quite a lot. So yeah, overall game has been good, and this is from somebody who hasn't played a lot of mobile games and who doesn't usually play with touch controls. I haven't been used to it, so I played this game with touch controls and this is perfectly fine. I had a feeling that games like this, the reason why Diablo Immortal is coming out on mobile is because this sort of game tends to lend itself with the touch controls better than a lot of other games. For example, I played Mad Max the other day and the touch controls were difficult for me. Well, luckily it worked with a controller, so that was fine. This game, however, does not work with a controller. So what happened was I tried connecting my SM30 Pro controller, and initially at the start menu I could skip the cutscenes and things like that, the initial movie. But in the game it would not work, and if I used the analog stick to move around on the D-pad, it would crash the game. So there is no controller support as such at the moment. But in my opinion, touch controls are fine. You can just adjust the right zoom on the character, and then depending on how close or far away from your face you hold the mobile, you should be fine. If you are somebody who's looking for a Diablo Immortal type game, this is probably the best option. Of course, it is quite pricey, so I would say put it on your wish list if you are not ready to spend this much on a mobile game. But remember, unlike other free to play games where you could spend a lot more than this is all the game, no ads, nothing, full game with all the DLCs, expansions basically, for $20. So yeah, at least put it on your wish list. And if you want to try it out, play a little bit. I'll be playing this little by little, and it'll probably take me years to finish the whole thing. Because I remember just the base game was a good 40, 50 hours, I think, maybe more, when I first played it many, many years ago. Now, if I do play and finish this anytime soon, I mean, within this year, I can make a more detailed review. Maybe I can look at the story or the difficulty spike in later missions, like towards the end of the game, because you do eventually go and fight the Titans. And when I played the game for the first time on PC, I remember once I hit sort of China, because you go through the ancient civilizations in this game. You start with Greece and then you go to Egypt and you go into China as well, ancient China. And around the time you went to China, ancient China, that's when I started to struggle, because I felt like the difficulty spike had jumped up quite a bit. That was when I first played the game. Of course, things may have been different, but I'm just impressed to see like a PC game exactly as it was on PC on mobile, with just some minor tweaks to the controls to make it work on mobile, but otherwise it's the same game. So yeah, I'm also playing this on my Samsung Galaxy M30s phone, which is a budget phone, and it seems to be fine. By default, it selected the medium graphics setting, and I just kept on playing with that. As you can see, it doesn't look that great when you blow it up on the computer screen, but on the mobile phone, it looks pretty good. So yeah, I think that is all I wanted to say. I would say if you are interested in Diablo Immortal, if you want a good ARPG premium experience, put this on your wish list and pick it up when it's on sale if the price is too much. Otherwise, I would say for what you get with this game, the price isn't too bad. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you with another video and other games. And also, if you have other suggestions for good premium games, or at least good quality games that are not filled with microtransactions and other random mobile nonsense, let me know and I'll try and cover them as well. I have picked up Bridge Constructor Portal, which I want to cover. I have Stardew Valley, and I need to do the review for not Mad Max, Max Payne, because I have played a bit of it and it's working very well with the controller, not so good with the touch controls. But I'll try and do those as well. At least the Max Payne one, I'll try and have it ready by the weekend. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.